$500 in the notes section of the check from LA Direct Models the Lee Network. The check said January 2010 payment. So obviously admitting you are 6 months late on a payment is somewhat unacceptable to the Lee Network. Somewhat acceptable to the Lee Network, not to me or my attorney. This should be a pretty easy case, just time consuming and expensive, but out of principle, worth it. Well, I'm not going to go on. If you guys want to read about this, just go to lukeford.com. The story is dated July 26, 2010. So, you know, it's interesting because this is actually a major happening right now in the adult entertainment industry, because Lisa Ann has been a staple within the adult world for quite some time. Derek Hay has been a staple, and the Lee Network is nationally known as one of the primary networks that books featured dancers. So I guess another thing I've noticed, I don't know if this is related to this story or not, but I noticed that the LADirect.com or LADirectModels.com website is currently seeking male talents. I have noticed that many of the adult agencies are running very low in numbers currently on their male talents, and I wonder if Lisa Ann ending or closing her agency doors might have to do with that, because she really did have the best stable of male talents out there. You know, just saying. Just saying. I don't think it's a good idea really to cross Lisa Ann, because number one, she has a huge fan base. Number two, she's well respected by both her fans and other adult industry talents out there. And number three, she just seems like someone who's a badass. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out. I hope that there's some resolution in favor of her side, actually. Now, of course, Derek Hay did respond to this open letter that Lisa Ann wrote, and he states, "Thank you to the editor for the opportunity to respond. One should always remember there are two sides to every story. It's a shame that Lisa Ann chooses to air dirty laundry in public. I do not choose to do the same. However, for the record, Miss Ann was at no time a partner in the Lee Network, nor has LA Direct Models accepted any monies from, nor repaid any monies to Lisa Ann." Now, I mean, I kind of find that hard to believe. I don't see why someone in her position would go out of her way to say that she was if she wasn't. So anyway, Luke Ford goes on to pretty much aid Lisa Ann's case in this, because he cited several articles on the EMM report, xbiz.com, Pornstar News. He even says that on LA Direct's Wikipedia page, it says in 2008, LA Direct Models, Lisa Ann Talent Management, and the Lee Network formed a network to handle bookings for featured dancers. So I mean, not to say that Wikipedia is 100% accurate, but come on, give that girl back her money. Give it back. So anyway, let's go back to the chat. And let's see, Lauren Sexy Frenchie says that I'm right. That's right, I am right. Well, anyone's right. Anyone can look at this. I mean, there's been a lot of interesting disputes lately within the adult entertainment world, and I'll tell you why. It's because there is a substantial industry slowdown right now, but that doesn't mean that the adult entertainment industry is dying. All it means is that right now things are going through a major overhaul and a transition, but because there's a lot of people that don't know how to deal with change, and who really in the past were taking advantage of people and didn't make money for themselves in the correct way, which is standing on your own 2 feet rather than pimping out other people. They don't know what to do now. They don't know what to do now. But one thing I will say is, if you're currently an established porn star or webcam girl, this is an opportune time for you to make your mark, because live content is doing better than ever. Niche type content that you might distribute via video on demand is doing better than ever. And if you can manage to get a little bit of money together, open your own studio and start shooting specifically niche content that caters to certain fetishes or what you find your clientele or customer base or fan base is really looking to purchase. See, if you're an individual webcam girl especially, or if you're just an individual performer, you probably know much better than the best marketing team for like the best studio out there, because you have direct content with your fans. That's where I think a lot of mainstream adult studios such as Wicked or Digital Playground or Vivid have really missed their mark. They're so busy, you know, trying to put out flash and dash and all that kind of stuff that they've lost touch. They've totally lost touch. But anyway. Oh, hey, Hallie Khan, I see you in there. Thanks for being the moderator again today, and welcome once again, everybody, to Monica at Home. For those of you who have come in late, let me just drink this real quick. This show is all about adult entertainment industry news, gossip, events, happenings, my opinions, my advice, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, today's show is specifically going to be why I feel the age limit of performing within the adult entertainment industry in America needs to be raised from 18 to 21. Now, before I even go into what I think about it, what do you guys in the chat room think about raising the age limit from 18 to 21? Because I personally remember when I was 18 years old, and I was nuts. I definitely didn't really have any life experience to draw from. I hadn't really been in that many relationships. I was definitely not that sexually experienced. Actually, I wasn't sexually experienced at all at 18. I didn't have sex for the first time until my early 20s, even though I somehow wound up working in the porn industry, which is strange. But what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Okay, now Lauren Sexy Frenchie thinks that 18 is too young, and Feminist Whore says that she even thinks that you should be older. Feminist Whore in the chat room says, I'd say even older actually, but I know it's hard to stop a willful 18-year-old. I agree with you there. I agree. I actually, you know, I would really say 24, but you know, I feel like if you have to be 21 to drink in most places, I think you should have to be 21 to have sex on camera too. Yeah. But yeah, this doesn't have to do with free speech. It doesn't have to do with freedom of expression. This has to do with common sense. Some things in life really have to do with common sense. And the older that I get, the more I realize that. When I was young, I don't know if I had common sense when I was young, to be honest with you, but I'm starting to develop it now. And I think that in our society, we need to protect our young women more. We really do, especially in an age where you have a lot of young women who are adventurous, who might want to get out and see the world, who maybe don't want to live their lives along a mainstream path, which is fine, but you don't really know what path you want to live your life along until you're 21 or more. I know a lot of young girls will disagree with me on this, especially if they're young girls in porn. But trust me, you don't know. You just don't. So that's something I'm going to research, is what area of Canada wants to lower that age limit to 16, because that needs to be stopped. And I really do want to gather more people's opinions on raising the age